Imagine London, 1870s. The city's streets are dark, gas lamps sputtering. Then suddenly electric light cuts through the night like a revelation, flickering excitement, wild speculation. Investors pour money in, startups sprout overnight. But hours later, after the thrill fades, questions emerge: which companies will survive, which are just bubbles? This pattern has repeated for over 200 years. What if you could see it coming every time? That's where Alasdair Nairn's Engines That Move Markets takes you, straight into history's chaotic tech rallies. Electric light wasn't just a tech breakthrough, it ignited a frenzy that reshaped markets. But that glow hid some harsh realities brewing beneath the excitement. Thomas Edison's Pearl Street Station in NYC lit up the first major electrical grid in 1882. Investors couldn't get enough, stocks soared, and countless new firms rushed in, promising to electrify the world. But behind this dazzling launch, many companies lacked solid business models or tech foundations, setting the stage for an inevitable crash. This pattern, imagine market enthusiasm like a wildfire spreading fast. Once skeptics turn believers, money rushes in wildly, feeding a blaze of startups. But wind shifts often, the heat dies down, and only the strongest embers survive. That's tech waves' natural rhythm: excitement, feast, famine. When financial reality settles, most tech startups vanish like sparks in the dark. But a few giants emerge. Think of Edison's General Electric standing firm amid the collapse. The insight: the early boom isn't your profit peak, it's your survival test, separating true engines from fleeting flames. Railways changed everything, not just travel, but how markets behaved. Britain and America raced to build tracks, sparking one of the wildest economic booms and busts ever recorded. In the 1840s, Britain's railway mania saw thousands of companies seeking capital for new tracks. Speculators poured into shares without understanding the economics. One firm after another skyrocketed in value before vanishing amidst scandals, exposing investors to massive losses and shaking market confidence. Think of railway mania like a gold rush. Everyone chases the next promising route, panning blindly in all directions. The frenzy blurred lines between good investments and nonsense. With money flowing unchecked and banks lending freely, the bubble grew too big, too fast, inflated by pure hope. When the inevitable credit squeeze hit, many railways collapsed or stalled mid-build. Investors learned painfully that shiny new tech, no matter how transformative, has limits. The crash cleared the smoke, leaving a leaner, stronger network and a market still eager but far more cautious. Jump forward a century when the internet burst onto the scene. Dot-com fever took markets by storm, only for the bubble to pop spectacularly. The pattern, uncannily familiar. Remember 1999, Petscom, Webvan, and countless startups soared on promises alone with little to no profits. Investors threw cash like confetti, convinced the internet had changed all old rules. Yet when earnings reports arrived, reality hit hard. Many companies collapsed, leaving millions burnt and lessons painfully learned. This cycle is a classic swing of the pendulum. Skepticism gives way to mania. It's like a crowd chanting, "This time it's different," drowning out caution. Venture capital floods in, startups multiply, and valuations spiral beyond reason. That's the irresistible gravitational pull of novel tech markets. The dot-com bust didn't kill the internet, it cleaned house. Survivors like Amazon and Google emerged stronger, their roots only deepened by the chaos. The takeaway: the busts aren't failures but necessary resets, clearing the path for sustainable growth. Back to that flickering street lamp in 1870s London, the light switch that sparked hope, hype, and heartbreak. Every market engine story repeats. Enthusiasm builds, bubbles inflate, reality bites your edge. Spot the repeat, stay skeptical in the frenzy, and bet on resilience, not the glitter. Try this next time a new tech buzzes. Map its history's rhythm before diving in. History's engines aren't just stories, they're your market compass. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.